It's been a while since the last Sidekick Chronicles. I've been incredibly busy, not really having much time to do video editing. What I really want to express to you guys, everyone in this footbag community, is how frickin' awesome you are. Each person who picks up a hacky sack and decides, hey, wait a second, maybe there's more to this than just kicking around and hanging out with friends in a circle, and you join the footbag community. Those are the people that I appreciate. Don't get me wrong, I like playing hacky sack, I like kicking around, I like chilling, but honestly, footbag is so much more than that. A lot's changed since the last year of my competitions. Some of you may have donated to my GoFundMe for 2015 Worlds, and I was really on top of it that year. I was really pushing myself, unfortunately sometimes too hard, but I did really well. I feel like I competed against some of the top level players in their top, and it was overall one of the best competitions I have ever had the pleasure of attending. After that, I moved to Boise. I started a new life, and to be honest, I kind of took a year off. I still went to the US Opens in 2016, but it wasn't the same Nick Landis that everyone was maybe expecting. Most of that is because I met a beautiful and wonderful person named Josie and her daughter, Jessie, and we've been going through some very dramatic life changes and obstacles. So I think maybe last year I was taking time off to focus on me. The beautiful part about taking time off is it gives your body time to reset. And I know as perfectionists, which many of us in the footbag community are, it's hard to let yourself take a step back and be okay with not performing at your best. We want to be the best. We want to do the most we can all the time. But simply put, that's not good for you. You need downtime. Everybody does. So that's where I've been, and now this is where I'm at. I'm restarting all of my training, re-evaluating my foundation. I hope to build a bigger pyramid by broadening my base. So without further ado, I present to you my Christmas calendar submission for the year 2016. I hope you enjoy some of my ordinary training.
Just an ordinary guy, you ain't gotta be scared or nothing. Let's talk, yeah. I'm just an ordinary guy, extraordinary time spent ordering my life, working overtime nights, holding wires and mics under these lights. But besides that, always find time to get love and give it right I'm back. Just an ordinary guy, a baby from the 80s, got a little bit of ADD. Perhaps maybe we've been made to be sedated and such. Then we work while they break, then they say that we play too much. I ain't known to make it out to every single event. Sometimes I live in my bed with just a pad and a pen and a broken iPod I bought, stolen from the block. Got holes in the soles of a third of my socks, neck deep in contradiction in the gut of the beast. If you in debt, then everything you own is on lease. Cause money don't translate to talent money, and talent don't mean you're guaranteed anything, honey. It's funny when conditions cause anything to happen. Finally got a comma in my check account balance. The 27-year challenge of the curse, maybe even outlive Janice, Jimmy, and Kurt. I'm just an ordinary guy, ignoring all the hype, I let it all pass me by. I got one life and one mic, but I'll try to always stay humble with the fist in the sky and a bowl of brown rice. Just an ordinary guy, extraordinary time spent ordering my life, working overtime nights, holding wires and mics under these lights. But besides that, always find time to get love and give it right I'm back. Just an ordinary guy with music as a job. If I could do it, the least you do is give it a try. There's no use just sitting asking why these ballers rock chains like a ball and chain just to stay fly. Man, I'm cool with just a pair of Reeboks and Vans. Some artists think think they too hard to talk to their fans. I might battle just to keep this art sharp. Maybe take a ride through the Jewish parts of Seward Park, where the view of Lake Washington is not too far, but far enough. It might be a minute till the come up, and people keep asking how I dropped all the weight. More work and less food on the plate, man. Just a simple plan with a little bit of self-discipline to keep writing, keep spitting, keep listening, to keep on doing what I do to get a salary. My number one mission is to make my son proud of me. I'm just an ordinary guy, ignoring all the hype. I let it all pass me by. I got one life and one mic, but I'll try to always stay humble with a fist in the sky and a bowl of brown rice. Just an ordinary guy, extraordinary time spent ordering my life, working overtime nights, holding wires and mics under these lights. But besides that, always find time to get love and give it right. I'm just an ordinary guy. Sometimes I ponder if the consequence of all of this trying to be an artist is harder than it needs to be. Wipe the sleep in my eye and sip the beast, cause the grind never ceases. I know time moves slow, we on the road again. I hate leaving, but I love coming home again. It's like we only see the cities at night, but phone calls and voicemails from home make me feel alright. I'm just an ordinary guy, ignoring all the hype. I let it all pass me by. I got one life and one mic, but I'll try to always stay humble with the fist in the sky and the bowl of brown rice. Just an ordinary guy, extraordinary time spent ordering my life, working overtime nights, holding wires and mics under these lights. But besides that, always find time to get love and give it right back, and give it right back. We give it right back. Always find time to get love and give it right back. We give it right back. We give it right back. Always find time for love and right back. We give it right. We give it right back. We always find time for love and right back. We give it right back. We give it right back. We find time to get love and give it right back.
True strength really comes from your core and from your mind. It's not just gained by doing the tricks over and over and over. Sure, doing the basic tricks and concepts will build your core and build your foundation, but really, when you get down to the brass tacks of it, of true strength, it comes from the 4 major core muscle groups. I know many people think of the core as just your abdominals, but that's not true. That is 1/4 of your actual core. You also have your diaphragm, so breathing is incredibly important. Being able to breathe while performing these very strenuous exercises during footbag is only going to increase your endurance and allow you to get that oxygen to the muscles that are being worked so hard. Another one is the pelvic floor. Not many people consider this when they're thinking about your core muscles, but that in conjunction with yoga is going to push your game even further. The final one is the glutes. Many people think that the glutes are just there to sit on, but that's not the case at all. They're a huge stabilizer for your entire body. I know that now from massage, and especially because of how much we're using our legs and how we are using our legs. The glutes are very important. So I would recommend to anyone looking to push their game further that you focus on those elements of your core. And then, of course, building your mental game. You really, really want to be so confident in the tricks that you're doing. Be confident in yourself. Know that a competition is not just against other people, but mostly against yourself and your limits. Start pushing yourself mentally, and you will see the results in your game very clearly.